Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Friday morning market webcast. Okay, we have jobs in about an hour and a half. We'll see how that goes there. I'm starting today with the 5-minute chart just to demonstrate that it's been kind of a nothing Globex. But you can see the hourly mid-band here. It's drifting back to price on shorter term time frames. Yesterday afternoon, you can see it here. It got pretty choppy. They slowly sealed off, though, daily pivot, volume weighted average price. Proprietary moving average was kind of a pain all day. They bisected it. It was a nice little fail here. And then, they were able to get a little bit done into the close, but at the same time, that 3750 area was a problem. So, it was the day before jobs. The news was basically neutral to non-existent. There was nothing that was really going to move it. And, like I've been saying, we've gone down, we've gone up, we've moved in these violent, in these violent things. And, there's a point in time where it's like, okay, the thing's going to take a break. So here's the hourly chart. And while it's not just dead in the water, you can see that the bands are a heck of a lot more calmed down. This is your Bollinger Bandwidth than they were, earlier in the week, where they were, getting to the point where they're kind of blown out. Daily mid-band is resistance. Where we close today relative to the daily mid-band is going to be important in how we end the week. The bulls took back the weekly pivot very early on Monday. We're flipping a coin at 8:30 as far as what the reaction is going to be and how they're going to spin it. Please don't game jobs. Please don't pretend that you understand exactly what the reaction is going to be to the jobs report. It's not worth it. Again, do you want to be right and feel smart, or do you want to actually make money? I mean, that is a deep-seated question that every trader has to ask themselves. You should honestly just tattoo it on your fucking hand so that you can look at it every day. Because the actions that get us into trouble as traders are typically when we really want to be right. When we start saying things like, I think it's going to do this. How cool would it be if it did this? Or, that guy thinks that. I bet that stuff happens all the time. Ego and hubris will get you into big trouble in this business, in massive trouble in this business. It will put you in things that you don't want to be in. It will keep you in things you should be out of. It's a mess. So don't do it. What's going to happen with jobs at 8:30? I have no idea. I have no clue. And I don't really care. It's going to go up or it's going to go down. It's going to create what we call a reaction range. And then from the reaction range, it's either going to break out or break down, create higher lows or lower highs. It's going to give us some kind of a risk area that we can get a toehold on, and then we'll trade it. And we'll do great. That's what we're going to do. That's what we do every day. Jobs is no different. But coming at 8:29 and going, you know what, it's got to be down or it's got to be up. Yeah, okay. Do that. And you know what? If you're right, you'll end up taking the trade off too early because you got your hand in the cookie jar and needing to get caught. And if you're wrong, you'll hold the thing into oblivion because it's not about making money. It's about being right. And you don't want to be wrong. And the minute you get out of that trade, you're wrong. Not a great way to end the week. And if you're doing stuff like that with jobs, even if you get away with it, then you'll try it with something, that actually moves, like, CPI lately. And then, when we're doing 100 and something handle 5-minute candle, you'll get a rude awakening real quick. So there's my rant for today. I told myself I wasn't going to rant today, but there's always something. So the Bollinger Bands are definitely narrower. Daily mid-band remains resistance. Where we close relative to that line is going to be important. You can see the hourly mid-band remaining resistance. They tried it a few times, but, regular session yesterday all the way through, it stayed resistance. The bears didn't take it down hard. They didn't take out the prior day low yesterday, but that can all they did take out yesterday's low already in Globex today, which wasn't a great feat. I mean, yay, there's a golf clap for you. But if jobs goes their way, what I would expect to see from the bears is take out the 9. That low will come with it. And you really got to start getting back into this consolidation area from Monday's close and see what you can do with that if you have any follow through there. Okay. Very briefly, daily, you can see the 20-day resistance. Here's your 9-day support. We're jammed in between. Now, this is where beauty's in the eye of the beholder. When people start talking their book, oh, we're kind of flagging here. I think we could break out. Okay, long guy. Or, it's really, it's showing some pretty clear resistance. It looks like it's ready to break out. Okay, bear guy. Here's what I know. We're consolidating between the 20 and the 9. It's a jump ball at 8:30. We'll see if anybody grabs it and runs it and dunks on somebody. If they do, and you close below the green line, then it opens this up for next week, depending on the news flow. If they break it down and you close below the 9, and you have a decent Sunday night into Monday, then you start talking about testing lows. I mean, this thing is still very volatile. It's a little sleepy right now, but what are we calling sleepy? That's 38.20 to 37.34. There's a sleepy 80 handle range. And what was yesterday? 38.19 to 37.50. Yeah, it felt kind of sluggish yesterday, right? It was a 69 handle Globex range. This thing is still very volatile, so be careful. Respect risk, and take your profits when you find them. If something stops working, then do something else. All right. Have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. I will talk to everybody Monday.